The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel. Determined. Now, before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. Dave?
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for Minnesota, Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Now here's Oubre. Here's Ayton. And the jumper from down low is good. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots. But center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
And no doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Shot clock at 5. Rubio the pass to Ayton. Towns with the defensive effort. Beasley outside. And it's blocked. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Oubre. Back to Johnson. Inside. Kicks it out to Booker. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Johnson. Booker left side. Feeds it to Ayton. Shoots over Towns. Beasley with the rebound. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Booker against Beasley. Booker dishes to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Russell kicks to Towns. Beasley outside. The shot will not fall. And Phoenix will come the other way. 1:57 left to play in the first. Rubio the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Oubre on the wing. Oubre on the wing. Minnesota with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now, here's Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Oubre finds Rubio. And yes, it's good.
This is a part of the floor that Rubio can exploit, the in-between area.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Beasley. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Rubio the pass to Ayton. Yes, that goes in. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Right side, Russell. The dish to Towns, and stolen by Ayton. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Layman is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now here's Johnson, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like them? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Now here's Šorić. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Here's Baines. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Noel. And Baines pulls it down. Suns trail by 4. Šorić dishes to Bridges. Baines passes to Bridges. Back to Baines. To the inside. And he starts out with the miss in this one. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Layman. Can't get it to fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Jerome. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Bridges finds Carter. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Baines, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now here's Kaminsky. The pass to Ayton. A second chance effort. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the size, the wingspan, and the athleticism Ayton has is huge. Very strong at rebounding.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in, and Russell gets it to go.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Rubio outside. Beasley against Booker. He kicks to Ayton. Back to Booker. Passes it to Kaminsky. Three-pointer. No good from Booker.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Hernangomez passes to Towns. Here's Beasley. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
Rubio right side. He feeds it to Kaminsky. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Minnesota leading by 6. Russell high post. He has 6. Yep, that one goes.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Kaminsky inside. Count it. Good. And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of the period, they were up. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Ayton.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The feed to Rubio. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Back to Oubre. Fires top of the key. Here's Ayton. He can't get it to go. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Beasley, the pass to Hernangomez. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. 8-point game.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Here's Layman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kept alive. Here's Sharch. Carter down low. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Minnesota making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Here's Layman. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Bridges finds Sharch. Here's Jerome. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Minnesota with the rebound. They push it up 4-on-3. Culver in the corner. Johnson outside. Pass to Reed. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
1:07 left here in the third quarter. Sharch outside. Pass to Jerome. Kicks it to Bridges. He dishes it to Baines. 5 on the clock. And here is Bridges. Count that bucket. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Culver. He's guarded closely. The pass to Noel. Johnson kicks to Culver. Back to Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
You know, out of the pick and roll, Culver's a very good creator, and that was obvious from the first day he came into this league.
Carter down low. Here's Jerome, right wing. Sharch passes to Jerome. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's James Johnson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Kaminsky. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Andre Ayton's checked in for Dario Saric. Minnesota leading by 5. And stolen by Booker. And now Rubio pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he makes that one. Rubio's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Suns. Russell inside, covered by Rubio. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Towns against Ayton. And Beasley, here we go. And the dunk by Towns.
There's the great length we're always talking about with Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, leaving no doubt about that one.
Now, here's Rubio. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Towns with it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Now, here's Rubio. He kicks to Kaminsky. Unloads from 9. That's good on the jump shot.
Like the way Kaminsky takes advantage of using the angles now. He plays smart inside.
Russell passes to Beasley. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Down low, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Here's Okogie. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Rubio. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort combined with skill. Able to finish through contact.
Here's Russell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Now here's Rubio. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Ayton dishes to Rubio. With 3, Booker. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Beasley, the pass to Okogie. Hernangomez against Rubio. Dishes it to Towns. Back to Hernangomez. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And Towns gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Oubre on the wing. Back to Rubio. Passes it to Kaminsky. Oubre outside. Back to Kaminsky.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Rubio. The dish to Ayton. Back to Rubio. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Timberwolves on offense. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Russell, no luck. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Now, here's Rubio. The edge stolen by Hernan Gomez. To the middle. Okogie, the pass to Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, he scores in so many different ways. He's a huge matchup problem for any team. Towns can fill it up in a hurry.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch. It's Saturday night and live on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, Devin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at center. And then Johnson with the jam.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
That's good from Johnson on the assist by Oubre. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ayton. And he banks in the layup.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Paul against Rubio. Back to Paul. Can they get it? Jump shot is good.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Ayton kicks to Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Rubio outside. 2 on the clock. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Sharge checked in for Johnson. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Ferguson's checked in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Paul passes to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Rubio looking it over. Kicks it out to Booker. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
The Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Now the feed to Baines. That one drops for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Jerome. And good that time.
give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Diallo, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Schroeder against Carter. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Misses the layup.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Now the pass to Jerome. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Bridges. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Baines. Here's Jerome. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Jacks up a 3. Passes it to Noel. Baines with the block, and he gets it back. Here's Ferguson, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Diallo. Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Now here's Johnson. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Here's Baines. No good from 11 feet. Thunder trailing by 5. Diallo finds Noel. Here's Dort. Back to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job. So he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Here's Noel. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Here's Schroeder. Goes back up. From the arc. Diallo with it. Carter on him. Diallo kicks to Muscala. Here's Schroeder. And Baines pulls it down.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Kaminsky with the ball. And that one drops. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
Well, you got to like his choice right there to go hard to the rack. Took it right at the teeth of the defense.
Here's Dort. He's guarded by Kaminsky. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. It's Carter, high post. Noel on him, trying to get open as Carter. Shots good by Baines.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Out to the wing. Puts it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Jerome. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Noel trying to break loose.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Baines. Here's Jerome. Shoots over Schroeder. It's stolen. They're running. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Good on the bucket. Baines has got 8 points.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Feeds to Noel. Shoots over Baines. Muscala. The pass to Schroeder. Back to Muscala. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And up the court come the Suns on the break. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Jerome. The dish to Baines. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Noel against Baines. 5 on the clock. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Here's Johnson. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on Phoenix had no problems getting going. They had great chemistry early on, both off and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Aaron Baines displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Phoenix with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Here's Ayton. He kicks it to Rubio. Back to Ayton. Count that one. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there, though?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
good idea to make Ayton earn it at the line because he's a menace in the paint. Don't let him get that shot off.
Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Thunder trailing by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Adams. Rebound by the Suns.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Saric finds Carter. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Carter. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And there's Booker on the assist from Carter. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns. Carter against Paul. Count that one. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just can't say enough about how much of the game Chris Paul sees, exploiting every single hole in the defense and an excellent penetrator.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Carter looking around. Ayton the pass to Carter. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Carter's got his first basket of the night. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA. Up to the rim.
Carter outside to the left wing. 55 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. The drive by Booker. Count it. Booker's got his second bucket.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll. With his size and speed, he can be very dangerous in these sets.
To the middle and stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Saric has got the ball. It's good. And now an 11-point Phoenix lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Adams drawing the double team. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ayton.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
Some changes for Phoenix. Kaminsky is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Oubre comes in for Bridges, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Then for the Thunder, Nerlens Noel comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Now here's Booker. Second shot opportunity. Saric.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Nerlens Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Dort in at the small forward position.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
Makes it off the glass.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Rubio dishes to Saric. Johnson right side. Back to Rubio. Shoots from 8. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Ferguson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there. Think about Ferguson combining all of that athleticism that he has with consistently finding ways to make contributions on the offensive end of the floor. And that could come down simply to becoming a better catch-and-shoot three-point shooter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Rubio against Schroeder. Rubio with the rebound, and stolen by Noel. Johnson over to help. Gallinari on the wing, lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Back to Booker. Down low. Saric finds Booker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Johnson. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Now here's Schroeder. Banked in off the glass.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Now Rubio. And here is Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Back to Ayton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 11. Back to Booker. And there's the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Dort. It's blocked.
What instincts there as Saric is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Paul's checked in for the Thunder. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And they'll keep possession. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
Thunder trailing by 11. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Here's Ayton. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Thunder trailing by 9. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist from Gallinari.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Lays lays it up off the glass. And the Suns lead by 9.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing score.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And Rubio kicks to Saric. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Ayton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 9 points. Paul passes to Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Oubre. Saric outside. Fires from deep. Oubre on the money.
Good job by the lefty to get in there and corral that rebound using his wingspan.
So A view of I-40 in Chester. Now it's into...
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 set. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3. Now, here is Russell. Can't hit from 12.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Paul outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Gallinari finds Adams. And here is Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Paul. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Adams. Passes to Dort. Out to Gallinari. A 3-ball. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Towns, the pass to Russell. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Takes a 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Beasley. To the inside. And stolen by Russell. Here we go, one-on-one. Back to Hernangomez. The 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Adams. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Paul. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. Out left to the wing. Here's Paul. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Minnesota leading by 3. Okogie, the pass to Russell. Towns kicks to Hernangomez. The kick out to Towns. Here's the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the 3-point line.
Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Okogie. Hernangomez with the ball. Inside. Here's Towns. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Okogie misses. Oklahoma City trailing. Kicks it out to Paul. Dishes it to Noel. Back to Paul. From deep. That one doesn't go. And Minnesota will come the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Back to Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
Diallo, he's checked in for Paul. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Noel passes to Diallo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And honestly, you hope for more of this from Nerlens Noel moving forward. This guy must develop his interior game.
Towns trying to get open, and that one's good. Russell's got 6.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the paint. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Russell passes to Okogie. Here's Hernan Gomez. From 12 feet out, Towns with the bucket.
Yeah, this is one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA already. Towns doing everything these days.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top. They lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Nerlens Noel, Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2. And it's Noel missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. To the inside, it's tipped and stolen by Noel. Diallo the pass to Ferguson. Nice move. And the layup is good. Ferguson's got his first points of the game.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Beasley the pass to Johnson. And the 3 off target.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clock at 6. Schroeder outside. Fires for 3. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Beasley inside. Noel on him. Here's Layman. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Muscala. To the middle. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg. But he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's Noel, high post. Pass to Ferguson. Schroeder, left side. Poked loose. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
Impressive physical ability from Jarrett Culver. Explodes off the floor and gets to the cup.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Schroeder for the three. Doesn't go for him. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Spellman. Back to Lehman. The pass to Spellman. Kicks it out to Beasley. Just 3 to shoot. Culver. A three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, a little pump fake by Dennis Schroeder gets the defender to bite and makes them pay.
Schroeder hits them both. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, here's Culver. Defense right on him. Towns, the pass to Noel. The kick out to Towns. Clock at 4. Here's Culver. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Feeds it to Adams. Out to Gallinari. Good if it goes. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. James Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Culver, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Paul, guarded closely. And then Adams with the slam.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
And here's Culver. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. A 2-point game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails the 16-footer.
Gilgeous-Alexander getting to the in-between game, taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Okogie, and the shot is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Paul surveying the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, it seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Towns hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go. Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
So both teams making some changes here. Russell against Schroeder for the tie. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Noel's got 6 rebounds in the game. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
It's Russell with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 8 points.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
Schroeder kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Towns against Noel. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. 1:02 left in the third quarter. The drive by Russell. Here's Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Schroeder. Out to the wing. Passes to Diallo. There's Noel. Misses from short range. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Dennis Schroeder hits the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in. Russell looking around. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Schroeder, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. There's the dish to Muscala. Out to Gallinari. Here's Ferguson. Got it off in time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 2. And time to step aside. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Ferguson. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Over to the wing. From past the arc. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 4. With his first shot attempt. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Paul. Sinks that one from the post.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Russell against Paul. Outside Russell. And there's the pass to Reed. Powered down with both hands.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
Paul against Russell. Another shot. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Beasley with it. Down low. And he makes good on the layup. Reeves got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. The feed to Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Dortz checked in. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Russell against Paul. Russell inside. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
Okogie's checked in for Jake Layman.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And he gets the bucket.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Russell passes to Reed. Back to Russell. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Paul passes to Adams. To the paint. Here's Dort. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
And taken away by Paul. To tie it up. Right wing. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he jams it with authority.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
1:07 left in the 4th quarter. And Russell gets it to go.
You want D'Angelo Russell taking these shots. This guy is fearless.
Now Paul. Inside. To take the lead. No good. Shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And stolen by Russell. Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Russell. Count it.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Now the Timberwolves with it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. 8 seconds left in the game. Russell left side. Towns off target with that shot.
Well, you have to look the intensity with which Steven Adams plays. Always.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, D.A. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Rubio. Back to Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Beasley against Booker. Beasley left side. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Johnson. To the inside. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Here's Rubio. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Okogie. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. The 15-footer. Good D by Rubio. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Johnson with it. Beasley covering. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. It's Rubio, top of the key. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Russell, and he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Rubio. Feeds to Johnson. Back to Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. From downtown. No good on the shot. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Okogie. Out to Russell. Shoots over Rubio. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Man, what a nice read, boy. Exquisite. Perfect timing by D'Angelo off the pick and roll.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. And the pass to Ayton. Back to Rubio. Booker in the corner. Pass to Rubio. On the wing, Booker. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Ayton. Booker with no one around, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
So for the Suns, Sharch has checked in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Towns kicks to Layman. Culver with it. Carter on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And at Texas Tech, Jared Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's check in. Shots good by Baines.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Noel, defended by Carter. Noel passes to Johnson. Baines with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Baines. And here's Culver. 6 to shoot.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bridges finds Carter. Back to Bridges. Sharks looking around. To the middle. There's the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
When Culver gets inside positioning like that, he bounces up with ease, and he's ready to bang it home.
Here's Jerome. And that one released in time, but no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Lehman. He's out there with James Johnson, and it's Culver in at the point. Noel, no good. The Suns leading. Now Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Jerome. Johnson, the pass to Reed. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Kaminsky. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Good body control that time by Frank Kaminsky. Seems to me that he's got really good balance and rhythm when he's catching and shooting.
Here's Noel. Lehman kicks to Culver. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Reeves got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Jerome. Passes it to Kaminsky. Poked away. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Rubio the pass to Kaminsky. This one for 3. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 1.
Those arms of Kaminsky go on forever, which helps them snag these second chance opportunities.
Here's Russell. And that one hits back iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now, here's Rubio. Bridges kicks to Saric. Clock at 6. For 3. Bridges misses. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Layman, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Ruby. No points in the game yet for him. Booker the pass to Kaminsky. On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Russell. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Layman pass to Johnson. Inside, it's stolen by Kaminsky. Fast break, here come the Suns. And the dunk by Booker.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Good on the bucket.
And, you know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull up off the dribble. He loves that one.
1:05 left now here in the second.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Culver. Defended by Bridges. Launches it. Culver's shot is off. Suns have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Saric. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I think the offensive game of Saric is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
And there it is for him.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Rubio with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Culver with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Russell's running. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Basket. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Their biggest deficit was 6. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Rubio misses.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Beasley. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 3.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Booker, and the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got 6. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Rubio outside. Johnson up top. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with a chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Easily in the post. Carter on him. Here's Towns. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre outside. Now the pass to Jerome. And it's Oubre off the drive. Kicks to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Carter on the wing. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Baines. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Baines has got his second best. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the contest. And it's tied up with that one.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Bridges passes to Carter. To the paint, picked off in midair. Pass to Okogie. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
Saric has checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Minnesota also with the sub. Vanderbilt's checked in. It's a neck-and-neck game in Phoenix. Saric outside. 59 seconds left in the third. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Saric. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Towns, the pass to Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Yep, that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Passes it to Baines. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to Bridges. Baines dishes to Carter. Back to Baines. Out to Carter. Over Beasley. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Timberwolves on top. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Reed in at the 4 spot. Kaminsky makes it off the glass.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And they double up Russell. It's off his foot. And the ref's saying he kicked it. Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Russell against Rubio. Takes it from 10. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
You know, we've talked about the stroke before. The repeatable motion that Russell has. I'm trying to find that with my golf swing, fellas. Because of his stroke, though, he can be rough if he gets locked in.
Back to Booker. Out to Saric. 5 on the clock. To the inside, Kaminsky. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And given how big Kaminsky is, it's tough to knock him off balance. I mean, he does a really good job of maintaining his focus.
And it's good, 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
The pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Phoenix making some changes. Ayton comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And Oubre subbed in for Dario Saric. Booker the pass to Ayton. Over Towns. Again, Phoenix.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Russell dishes to Towns. Can't hit from in close. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Here's Johnson. He kicks it to Booker. Johnson surveying the floor. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Culver's checked in for Josh Okogie. It's Russell with the drive. Reed the pass to Russell. Rubio with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Oubre kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Ayton.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Russell passes to Reed. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. On the wing, Booker. Rubio outside. Kicks to Ayton. Over Reed. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Rubio. Ayton's got 6 in the quarter.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Russell against Rubio. Booker left side. And it's Ayton missing. The Timberwolves trail. Reed the pass to Russell. And there's the feed to Towns. No good on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. And Booker kicks to Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Making a concerted effort to attack. Rubio draws contact. He'll go to the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Russell against Rubio. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Johnson inside. Hernan Gomez covering.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Ayton. Oh, off target. 3-on-3. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. It's in!
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
With 3, Booker. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hard.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just... Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on... So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Now here's Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, he's capable of making you pay there, Gilgeous-Alexander, in a nice rhythm.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court and suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul, so that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game. Well, this guy should be a double-double threat and is still learning how to play. DeAndre Ayton has a great combination of size, scoring ability, and rebounding. This what makes him a very valuable player in the league.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul's shot is off.
He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
To the middle. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist from Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game. Rubio against Paul. Now here's Rubio. D right on him.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Rejected by Booker. Johnson inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
That's a 2 from Paul. Not going to go that time. Good D by Rubio. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I can't wait to watch in a new system how it is that he starts to understand and develop further his offensive play.
Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Sharge checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Ricky Rubio. And so here is Oklahoma City. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Gallinari on the wing. Carter against Paul. Trying to find Gallinari and gets it to him. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. That's tipped. Ayton with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre does a great job there. Finds an avenue, slinks his way in there, and then jumps over the top.
Paul against Carter. The shot's good from Paul. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And then for Phoenix, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
Carter comes in with the double team. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Fires the three. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Suns leading. Passes it to Booker. Left side, Saric. Baines dishes to Booker. Baines trying to get open. A nice shot by Booker.
That is a fearless take right there from Devin Booker. The defense bodies him up, but excellent there, finishing off the drive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops it in from 11 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Diallo. Shot clock at 5. No one near him. Jerome, good. Diallo with it. Over Carter. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Diallo. Muscala is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 4. Schroeder outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Kicks it out to Rubio. And he gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. Pass to Muscala. And here's Diallo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Taken away. And it's Kaminsky at the elbow. And yes, it's good. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now Diallo.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Kaminsky. Over Muscala. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
The pass to Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. The shot misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Kaminsky. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Diallo following the score by Phoenix. Here's Dort. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Now, how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Up top, Rubio. Inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
And Noel kicks to Diallo. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Gallinari outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, easy call. And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Suns leading by 8. Pass to Booker. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter, and the layup is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Johnson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Baisley's checked in. And then for Phoenix, Frank Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. And it's Carter penetrating. Out to Saric. From outside the arc. And it's Baisley with the rebound. He got it up to beat the clock. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that'll do it for...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so here's Phoenix. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Johnson, and it's blocked by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Here's Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. At the elbow, Adams. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Ayton kicks to Oubre. Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Bucket is good. He's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Down low. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. It's good.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point lead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. And Phoenix also making a switch. Saric has checked in for 8. Paul kicks to Diallo. Passes it to Noel. Tries from 10. And he connects with the jumper.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Suns leading by 6. Over to the left wing. Saric passes to Bridges. Rubio outside. Pass to Jerome. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Now the pass to Jerome. Over Paul. That one a little long.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
To the middle. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Saric.
And Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Diallo. Carter, he's checked in for Phoenix. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. John Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Carter hits them both. 1:27 left to play here in the 3rd. Shooter passes to Muscala. Shooter kicks to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Defended by Booker. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Booker finds Carter. Booker in the post. Defended by Paul. Kaminsky. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Kaminsky's got his second bucket.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Paul, it's deflected.
What instincts there, as Šarić is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
Bridges passes to Šarić. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead. Here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Suns. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Kaminsky. He's covered by Noel. Kaminsky, the pass to Carter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Suns have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
To halt the run, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Carter hits them both. 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three. The shot, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Phoenix ahead, up by 11. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gilgeous-Alexander at the 1 with Ferguson at the 2. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. And it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The reverse. Dort.
Good job contesting by Kelly Oubre Jr. there.
Misses the reverse. Suns leading by 13. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Oubre. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. They get a hand on it. Gallinari with the steal. Adams with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's Rubio. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Amazing to think about Ricky Rubio finally entering his 30s. Seems like we've been talking about him since he was about 12 years old.
Diallo, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines comes in for Kaminsky. And it's Devin Booker in for Johnson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in just the second half. Suns leading by 15. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Rubio dishes to Baines. Oubre outside. Takes the three. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 17.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the Thunder making a change here. Paul's checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Sharch checked in for Aaron Baines. To the paint. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Oubre.
Well, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Kicks it out to Paul. The three. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dishes it to Sharch. And here's Booker from the arc. Left side, Sharch got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Over in the corner, Paul has to Gallinari. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Phoenix leading by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Suns.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Ayton.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the left side wing. Baines with no one around. Passes it to Okobo. The steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander pulls from the top of the key, and good that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jerome passes to Ayton. 5 to shoot. And it's Baines in the corner. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Suns lead by 19. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
Pass to Bridges. And he banks in the layup.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
Thanks for joining us here at now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Paul. Pass to Dort. 5 on the clock. There's Gallinari with the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
One thing he does not lack is confidence. Deep range from Danilo.
Ball against Russell. He kicks it to Towns. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Now, here is Russell to the inside. Here's Towns, out to Russell. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Russell against Paul. There's the dish to Adams. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Russell. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Paul's running. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Paul.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Noel. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here are the Thunder now. Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Gallinari. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Paul. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And Towns throws it down.
The big cat climbs up and flushes it home.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Dort. The feed to Adams. To the right side. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hernan Gomez. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams down low. Russell's there. The shot's good from Paul.
Chris Paul is an elite shooter. The efficiency is there, especially in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Towns. Russell trying to free himself up. Tries again, and Adams sends it back, and he recovers it. The shot's good. The Thunder leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Gallinari in the corner. All against Russell. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. Just 4 to shoot. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
Noel passes to Hernan Gomez. There's Russell with the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Adams outside. He dishes it to Gallinari to the wing on the left. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. High post shot. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Towns showing himself to be a willing facilitator. If you're open, he's going to find you.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Feeds it to Adams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And that one, good.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Here's Noel. Here's Towns. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Culver. Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Here's Schroeder. That shot no good. And Minnesota now the other way. And stolen by Noel. Muscala, the pass to Diallo. To the middle. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Down low. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. Now, here's Culver. He's guarded by Diallo. They get it back.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Out to the right wing. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. He feeds it to Noel. Pass to Muscala. Out to the right wing. Ferguson, the pass to Muscala. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's Beasley on the wing. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Reed. Dishes to Beasley. Here's Reed. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Diallo with it, working on Beasley. Noel. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Now Diallo following the three-point attempt by James Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nothing offensively yet from them in this second quarter. Ferguson kicks to Muscala. Schroeder, right side. Culver with the steal. Johnson, right side. Rebound by Muscala. Oklahoma City leading by 3 and pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Scooped up. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Muscala, the pass to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in this game. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
And he comes up with the deuce. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's the call on James Johnson. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Gallinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Now here's Schroeder. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's Gallinari with the 3. Towns with it. Now guarded by Noel. Here's Hernan Gomez. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's a Kogi. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Paul.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
Here's Russell. Passes to Towns. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And that's it for the first half of... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They kept at it on both ends. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot.
Well, Chris Paul is such a hard guard. You've got to contest the 3 because of his ability to drive. Like, what do you do if you're a defender? You are in a problematic situation.
Now, here is Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Top of the key. Offensive rebound to the wing right side. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And it's Paul missing. Minnesota in the lead. And it's Towns penetrating. Yep, it counts. Towns has got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Adams against Hernan Gomez. Adams dishes to Gallinari. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Adams. Shot clock at 5. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
Adams is used to scoring through contact. Make no mistake, he'll show you some strength every now and again.
to the inside. Noel. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Noel's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams, right side. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. There's the pass to Russell. Buries the long-range jumper. Russell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Diallo, and he lays it straight in.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And here we go. Here's Ferguson. That one, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
Now, here is Russell over Muscala. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got 5.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
Out left to the wing. Schroeder outside. Pass to Noel. Now, here is Muscala. He's tightly guarded. Noel. It's good on the putback.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Beasley outside. Outside, Russell. There's the triple. They get it again. Here's Towns. That shot, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Muscala up top. No points in the game yet for him. Russell against Schroeder. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Omari Spellman has come in for Minnesota. Jacob Evans comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Thunder trailing by 3. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Pass to Noel. Here's Ferguson. Back to Noel. In the corner, it's Diallo. The Thunder with another miss. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Minnesota on top. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got James Johnson. Beasley is out there with Layman, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Beasley after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Noel dishes to Schroeder. 2 points. That one goes. Schroeder's got his first 2 points.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Knocked Loose. Schroeder passes to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Layman. Here's Reed. Gallinari covering. Chalk up 2 there. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Layman in the corner. Kicks it out to Beasley. To the paint. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Now here's Noel. The dish to Gallinari. Back to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's Gallinari missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Okogie. Here's Reed. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Minnesota leading by 3. Back to Johnson. And there's the pass to Beasley. 1:46 left to play here in the 4th. Reed gets the bucket.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's Ferguson. Schroeder outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Evans feeling it out a bit. Pass to Towns. Evans inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Towns kicks to Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Russell with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Dort passes to Adams.
Well, Steven Adams.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Ryan Saunders said to the team. He told his team, if we can get some defensive stops here, we can win this game. It's down to who wants it more. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
and he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Evans. Outside Russell. The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Missed. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves.